Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another Social Cafe Hangout. And today we have a special guest, and that is Abby. And Abby, I've been calling you Abby as if I've known you since I was a child, and I just realized I don't know your last name. So, Abby, I'm going to let you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit,
Sure.
like a little 15-second pitch about GetResponse.
Sounds good. Well, actually, my name is Abby Hartz, and I'm the community specialist with GetResponse. And so the basic thing we could say about GetResponse is that it's a permission-based email marketing platform. So with GetResponse, the awesome thing is that you're going to be able to really engage, for example, with your website visitors, because it's not enough anymore just to for example, purchase traffic to your website, right? And then think, that's it. This is how I become successful. You have to be engaged with your subscribers, and it's really, or with your visitors. It's important to build these relationships. That's what the great thing is about GetResponse, is how you can get them to your site, but then continue to engage with them with your newsletters and your autoresponder messages that you're sending out to them. And so that's what GetResponse is looking to provide to small business owners, entrepreneurs, and even big business owners. So
Excellent. Now, we
yeah.
also have Gail Gardner and Stacy Walker. Thank you for joining us. And I'd love for each of you to tell us a little bit about, if you have experience with GetResponse, by all means tell us. If not, at least your experience with, I know, Abby, like I should say that. And no, I'm new to GetResponse, and I'm very thrilled, but I'm not going to represent myself as an expert with GetResponse. So
Good.
let's
Well,
Gail and Stacy, go ahead and weigh in on at least email marketing.
Okay, well, for me, I have never used GetResponse since 2008. I've been using Aweber.
Oh,
I,
no. You can't. Sorry, go on, Stacey. Stacey? Oh my goodness, did
I,
like the word Weber just like lock up?
There she
oh
is.
no, can you hear me?
Yes, you have you back now.
All right, I
Yep.
guess that's a bad word. Okay. Okay, well, the thing is that I am very curious about GetResponse because I know nothing about it. So this is a great opportunity
good.
to learn. I love to learn. And Abby, I know you have a lot to share with us today. So I'm looking forward to how the process works with GetResponse and what's unique about GetResponse.
Sure, I'm excited to
And
tell you.
I guess as far as email marketing, I
Gail, have you
am
used GetResponse?
addicted to it. It's so important to have emails.
Oh, you're coming and going on us again, Stacy. Well, I'll tell you what happened. Tom Drake asked me if he could do a guest post on GrowMap, and I said, "Sure, Tom." And sent me this guest post, and it was why Create Hype switched from Aweber to GetResponse.
hmm
And I shared that link earlier in the Twitter chat. So then I thought, okay, so then I was working for a guy that did autoresponders. That's what his site was about, just autoresponders. And of course, I wrote about GetResponse for that. And then I started seeing the landing page creator, and I saw one of the videos before it was even live. I actually sent him a message and said, hey, is there a reason why this video is private? Because I want to put it in a post. And they put it live because they have a new landing page creator that's really fancy.
Yeah.
And then the one thing I want to ask, I want to confirm this, on GetResponse, let's say that I'm on Aweber, and I've decided I want to go to GetResponse, and for all the reasons why you can read Tom's post, and I want to move my list. One of the big challenges of moving a list is that a lot of places, they make you they make everybody confirm again, which means you lose most of your list.
Right.
My understanding that on GetResponse, as long as you have a clean, reputable list already, that you can move it and you don't have to have them double opt in again.
That's exactly correct. That is something that does make GetResponse unique, actually, because GetResponse does not require double opt-in or for your subscribers to confirm their permission. That's why we like to say we are permission-based, which means we only work with customers who have permission to email their subscribers. And so we could probably assume that you already have their permission. You got it whenever they signed up, maybe at a conference that you were at, or you were probably with maybe another service provider where they initially had to opt in and become double opt-in. But the reason we're able to do this and not have our deliverability rates go completely, to the pot, so to speak, is basically that, like Gail said, you need to have a clean list. We go through a verification process. It usually takes about 7 to 24 business hours from the time that you import your list of subscribers, and it just is run through some algorithms in what's called our compliance department to ensure it's not just full of, hard bounce and spammy email addresses that really hurt deliverability for you and also for, the rest of the platform. And in all cases, if this is a clean list, it's fine. Your list is imported and there is no forcing of another confirmation message to be sent. This is something that I think really is great about GetResponse, is we do try to give you that opportunity to be able to utilize your subscribers. They're your subscribers, and we know how difficult it is to move thousands of subscribers from one service to another, or maybe this is your list you've been growing for some time and you're just starting out with email marketing and GetResponse, to not lose out on potential subscribers and sales, by someone just not confirming.
That's excellent. So the focus on the clean list is you're using like a 250 or like a method. I'm getting really geeky here.
Yeah.
Like a terminal level where you're actually testing that that's a valid email without interrupting the owner of that email address. Is that kind of the technical?
I wish I knew more of the technical, but I do know that, this email address is not contacted in any way by GetResponse. We have a specific department that I mentioned earlier, the compliance department, that is in charge of keeping our deliverability high and making sure spammers do not abuse our service. And so they have this algorithm, as I like to say, and the only word they've really given me to describe it for how it works. Basically, it is able to check for hard bounces, for syntax errors in the email addresses, if they're previously unsubscribed from your mailing list, if you're trying to add them back. It's basically just trying to keep people who, potentially our goal is to who would abuse the service and hurt the deliverability of GetResponse for the email providers. And of course, some people just unfortunately don't maintain their list. Sometimes it gets old, people abandon their emails. And if you just have a few of those on your mailing list, we'll just filter them out and we'll let the rest of your list in. And so I think it is a helpful tool and gives our customers an actual opportunity to really try to get their full list in. So.
Definitely. So a recommendation would be that if you are on, I'm not going to say, I don't want to get locked up like Stacy, so I'm not going to say any competitors, but if you're using another service, then pretty much go through your cleaning process, if you will. Like if you have a list and you haven't sent a newsletter in 5 years, maybe it's time to send a newsletter so that you get a chance to remove all of the hard bounces and so forth. Then go to GetResponse.
Exactly. It's just smart. It's smart for everyone to maintain their list, but of course, you get busy, you forget, you work on other projects, and you kind of let your list get fatigued, and you don't really see what you can do to be cleaning it. And so, of course, anytime you're moving providers or really ready to start a campaign, it's beneficial to you as well to not just send a mailing to your 10,000 subscribers, but rather maybe your 5,000 active regular subscribers, because there's no need in paying for 5,000 subscribers that aren't actually subscribers, that aren't actually active email addresses.
That makes sense.
Brought that up. Can I jump in with that? One of the biggest complaints about one of your competitors, who we all know about, is that they charge for unsubscribes. All right, so I'm gonna, and this hasn't ever come up before. I've never asked GetResponse. You guys don't do that, right? You don't charge for unsubscribes, but they do. And what's really scary, there's a really great post on Christy Hines' blog at Kikalani that we should all check out about what happened to her one time when a bunch of spammers all joined her list and bumped her into the next bracket. She hadn't gone in. They were bad. They used a bunch of fake email addresses that weren't good, and they were all unsubscribes. But because they charged for unsubscribes there, it cost her money, a lot of money. So that's another huge advantage. See, there's two huge advantages why I've been paying attention to GetResponse.
Yeah, that does sound like a mess.
And the other is they don't charge you for unsubscribes.
Yeah, unsubscribes and hard bounces, they're automatically removed from your list, and they do not count towards your account limit that you're charged for. So it's helpful that we automatically remove those people from your list, so you don't have to do this. We have a special section within the contacts panel where you can view who these people are that we've automatically removed due to their unsubscribe or too many hard bounces, but they don't count towards your contact limit. You can see who they are, but they don't count, so it's just pretty handy.
So it's more like a real-time count as far as charging for the account.
Truly, yep.
Excellent. Now, Abby, do you mind, and feel free, Stacy and Gail, to jump in too, like for novice, do I want to call them newbies? Sorry.
Newbie, yeah.
Newbies watching this, that really it's like, what is email marketing? Is there a way that we could describe that so that people understand the value?
Sure. So email marketing, an email marketing provider is a web-based service that allows you to send emails, messages to people, right? Like hopefully any newbie watching knows about, sending an email, of course. But sometimes you want to send out lots of emails to lots of people. And it could take a long time to be able to do that, right? Type in all of their email addresses and do all of that. With an email marketing provider, with email marketing, you can send out a targeted newsletter, maybe for some, kind of discount promotion you have going on, or Christmas, is a big time for retailers and for marketers probably to kind of make use of the holidays. And you can send out a message to thousands of people with one click. You design one message and it's automatically delivered to all of your subscribers, all of these email addresses that you want to mail them to. So a small business owner, a travel agency or some type of pet shop, right? They may have a list of customers that they've been getting on a clipboard at the cash register. You want to reach out to them. They, gave you their email address. They want to hear from you, and they might come to your store at Christmas time because you're having some kind of 15% off promotion for mailing list subscribers. So it's a good idea to get them back in the store by sending them an email. They gave you your email address. They must want to hear from you. And so using an email marketing provider like GetResponse, you'll load in their email addresses, design a great looking newsletter for your promotion or for your announcement, and send it to all those people, and hopefully they'll open your message and come in. That's as basic as you could get. Add contacts,
Beautiful.
Send an email. But of course, as we know, you can really go above and beyond all of that as well. To about as complicated or simple as you want, you could do.
And what about autoresponders? Because that's a little bit different than kind of the ad hoc newsletter, but also I think GetResponse, and remembering this from a Far Off article or interaction, you can actually load, like somebody else could develop an autoresponder sequence, and you can load that. Is that correct?
Sure. That is a pretty common thing, I think, for some affiliates, too. If you're working with an affiliate marketer who's helping you kind of create some content and help you get some traffic, indeed, they would be able to create a set of autoresponder messages for you. And autoresponder messages are, of course, automated messages that are sent out automatically based on some trigger. The trigger being like time, like the day of sign up to your mailing list or a couple of days after. And so using this feature we call preloading, whoever is helping you, maybe some type of mentor or some affiliate or something, would be able to give you access to all of these autoresponders to load them into your account. So you already have that set up. So that is common.
You have all these things pop in for questions, but you said affiliate, and I started to think, what about GetResponse? Do they have an affiliate program? Because what I'm thinking is, if you're a coach, you could say, hey, not only am I coaching you in how to do business, but I've got this great pre-formatted autorespons sequence, and I can load it for you. You go ahead and sign up at GetResponse.
Indeed. We do actually have an affiliate program as well where you can earn commissions for sign-ups as well. So we've got an affiliate program. We have a referral program where you can earn credits towards your GetResponse payments, both the person who is signing up and the person who referred them. And also the affiliate program as well. You can gain commissions for sign-up. So that is a neat setup as well, for sure.
And unlike MailChimp, you guys don't delete accounts for having an affiliate link in their email, right?
Exactly. No, we do not. That compliance department I mentioned earlier is in charge of deliverability and also, deleting accounts, but only those of actual spammers. We don't just, get rid of someone because of an affiliate link. It takes like an actual investigation of their entire account, not just a simple mailing. And you're also warned before anything would happen with your account. So if there ever was any trouble or any suspicious content, you would be contacted first about maybe taking a look at, how you're marketing or what type of links you're providing. But certainly, we are very open and welcome for affiliate marketers. It's a huge industry. Tons of people are working there and working with each other to share knowledge, to share experiences. So that is certainly not a problem. It's only if it's obvious deceptive spam, is the kind of thing that obviously raises red flags for our team. But it's an actual investigation by a department. It's not just a simple cancellation, you're out of here,
That is really great. I didn't know you actually contacted people. The reason I brought that up is Justin Germino at Dragon Blogger, who's a well-known blogger in our community, was using MailChimp, and they suddenly not only did they delete his account with no warning at all after he had him for years, they also broke every link in every email he ever sent.
Oh, wow.
No.
And he
That's
was using
terrible.
the same template he had always used, doing it the same way he had always done it, but apparently, for some reason, they suddenly noticed that something in the template was an affiliate link or a forwarded link to an affiliate product, and they just deleted it and broke all his links. Now, he's very well known and has a very high traffic blog, and they actually apologized and gave his account back, but, everybody kind of woke up.
That is,
I said, what a nightmare to go through, especially how long it takes to build up an email list, and for something like that to happen, that's a total nightmare. And when I'm hearing about GetResponse, it sounds like something I definitely want to use. I love using different tools and trying out different things, so I'm definitely giving it a shot at me because
yeah, for sure. I hope so, because we have, a 30-day free trial, so you don't have to, there's, no credit card information taken. We really want everyone to just simply give it a try. You have access to all of our features. The only limit is you can add up to 250 contacts, subscribers for you to test out the system. But it is totally for free. And there's no automatic upgrade or charge at the end of the 30 days. It's simply there for people to just try it and just see what we have and see if it works for them before they purchase.
that's
Sounds like
fantastic.
you're comprised of human beings.
Right?
We try. We try to be human as we can and relatable, and view our customers not only as customers, but really like our customer service department actually changed the name to the customer success team, because it's not just simply to troubleshoot, right? Of course, that's a huge part of the job, but it's also about helping our customers feel successful when they use GetResponse. It's to help them with any issues or concerns or troubles they had, when setting up their accounts or sending out a message, but also how GetResponse can help you be successful. How you can create, autoresponder campaigns and newsletters and split testing, and all these extra features to really make you feel successful. Not that you're just simply calling in and troubleshooting necessarily. We'd like to learn about your business, have you tell us what you do, what your goals are, and then maybe provide some solutions or some options that you may not know that GetResponse had.
And isn't that a recipe for success? I mean, like the couple examples that Gail that you shared of things like not to do, I would imagine that your customers are thrilled with the customer service and want to share.
We try. We've won some Stevie Awards recently for customer success team, which is nice because we really try to make video tutorials, and we recently announced a 24/7 live chat support. So our customer success team is literally always on live chat.
Fantastic. I was about to ask about that. I know you have a blog, and I was wondering about the training programs that you have. Are they run on a weekly basis, a daily basis, or all of the above?
Right. Well, it all depends on you. We have a weekly webinar that I run every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time called Email Marketing Success. So it's about how GetResponse can help you be successful in email marketing. It is for more so for beginners, for newbies who are kind of new to email marketing and things like that. But our Learning Center is highly developed. There are FAQs for almost every question you would have. Of course, they're searchable. There's corresponding video tutorials, PDF manuals, previous webinars, and our customer success team via telephone, live chat, or email. So it's up to you and your total speed and your comfort in the email marketing world and getting used to GetResponse, what type of help you need.
Fantastic.
And Abby, do share about the landing page. Now, I did the unfortunate thing and I bought a package, and it was not one of your competitors. And then, like, the next day I logged in for a trial, and I'm like, wow, like, you have this all built in and it's easy to use. And I even started to do a slide share showing how easy it is to use. That's how excited I was. So, go ahead, share. Tell us about this wonderful thing.
Yes,
the landing
I'd love
page.
to.
Yeah, the landing page creator is great. It's great for people who, for example, do not yet have their own website, people who are just starting out in email marketing or kind of internet marketing in general. They could use a landing page creator. The landing page they create with our landing page creator is a place to drive traffic and help build their mailing list. And also, it's excellent for people with a website, with an established, website visitors and subscriber base who have a new promotion or new mailing list they're looking to promote. You don't necessarily have to add a page to your website now, because with the landing page creator, you can set up the landing page with your own domain if you have it, so it's associated with your own website domain or subdomain. But your web designer didn't have to create this for you, a brand new page on your site for maybe some holiday or temporary promotion you have. It's super simple with a landing page creator, and it's got this brand new designer our team has recently created. Drag and drop, of course, but it's like new and improved drag and drop. It's really a lot of fun to work in, and it just looks great. There's great templates, or you start from scratch. It's just easy. You move over a sign-up form, add a title, add some images, explain your promotion, and you could be live really in minutes. It's up to you. Again, you could spend hours on it, meticulously designing everything specifically, or if you just need a page live now, you can do it with a landing page creator.
And you can use the image. I mean, the images are licensed through the creator to be able to use it. Like, I found one that was great for personal branding, and now I can't remember what it's called, but I wanted to replace picture because it was a guy, and I'm not a guy, but, other than that, I could use the rest of the images that were built into the template.
The ones that are built in, we have access to all GetResponse accounts, even free trials, have 1,000 free iStock photo images available at your disposal for all of your email marketing materials you create in GetResponse. We have a YouTube integration, so you can add a video to that if you wanted, a PayPal integration to move a Buy Now button as well if you wanted to allow visitors to the page to purchase your product. And so, of course, we have tutorials for all of that as well, in case you're just someone is not sure, how do I integrate a PayPal account? Because that sounds good. We have tutorials for that, and of course our success team as well to help you out. So we wanted to provide you with the tools that you may need. For example, buy now buttons, or embedding YouTube videos, and of course sign-up forms. Those are big for the landing pages as well.
Anyone else salivating?
I am totally. I'm very excited about this, especially with new projects coming up, and and new mailing lists to be built. I'm very excited about this.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome to hear, because the landing page creator was a big, was a baby for GetResponse for a while. It was a huge goal, a big, exciting thing that we were happy to launch, and our, technical teams and marketing teams worked very hard to get this feature out, and it's one I'm definitely very proud of. So, and it's just fun and easy to use. I was really excited when I got to finally play with it, and they, let the employees, at GetResponse finally see it, because we've been really curious about it. So it's a great tool, and it's all up to you how meticulous or how fast you want to go, really.
And it works well for us geeks too, because sometimes my biggest complaint, I'm a programmer, so it's like I'm too limited. I want to get on the back end of this and control. And you know what? With the GetResponse landing page creator, it didn't feel that limiting.
Yeah, and you have access to the code. People who feel comfortable with coding, you can always access the HTML code of the landing page creator, and our message creator. If you're comfortable with that and you've got the skills, go for it. That's totally a great way for you to design your custom messages or materials.
Excellent. What about A/B testing?
Yep. Got A/B testing. We have A/B testing for the landing pages as well. So you could create different variations of your page to see how they're performing, and also with newsletters. With newsletters, you're going to be able to test lots of different variables: subject line, from fields, content, sending times. So you can choose from all the different options that you want to test for your message, and you'll be able to track the performance and send the winner. Basically, we'll send it to 50-50 of your list, and whichever did the best, the rest of the list gets.
Wow.
So basically you log in and you can see the analytics of kind of a report. You can tell how much I use my trial account, but I'm so excited to try it.
But it's awesome to hear, because on your dashboard is the analytics for your last delivered message, for your last delivered newsletter. And there's an entire email analytics section, and it really is advanced. I've heard really good things about the GetResponse email analytics and the statistics we provide in the account itself. Because of course we have a Google Analytics integration with your messages, if that's an account you use for tracking. But I don't think most of our customers even really need that and don't use it. They rely on the email analytics provided in their GetResponse account to be able to track their open rates and their click rates, of course, but also, how they're performing on social media with this particular newsletter, comparing one message to another. So it really, really has some great statistics as well.
Excellent. Excellent. Miss Gardner.
Yes. See, now you know why. One thing I'll tell you, I see a lot of posts as I'm researching and I'm writing lots of posts about why people changed from something else to GetResponse, and I've never found a post, and I haven't looked hard, but I mean, I've never come across a post that said why somebody switched from GetResponse to anything else.
Hmm.
And so
We're,
that's what I'm saying. I started paying attention. They're really mobile responsive. This mobile responsive, by the way, is more complicated than people realize, and a lot of people call mobile responsive what really isn't.
right.
So imagine if you go to GetResponse, you know it's mobile responsive. There's a ton of templates. You can drag and drop images. You can upload your own images. You can drag and drop your social sharing buttons, right? And you configure them, and then all the links are in there, and you just drag and drop them onto your new stuff. And then you can drag and drop your, so you can have two different kinds of social. One is social sharing, and one is social links to your profiles. And you set all that up and just drag and drop them. I mean, it's really fancy. And then analytics to see what you're doing, and then split testing to see, you know, what's working, so you can constantly keep improving. It's like a whole new thing we all need to get better at.
Yes.
Truly, yeah. Checking your stats and kind of analyzing and stuff, that is a huge part of it. And indeed, that is good. We've been lucky, you know, and GetResponse really has been striving to continue to just get better and listen to customer feedback constantly. It's a huge part of our job, and was a big part with the customer success team, is taking feedback from customers. And, you know, our CEO is constantly reading it and providing instantaneous feedback to us. So, yes, we need to change this. Yes, tech team, get on this and make this a to-do list. It's really nice. So it's constantly improving and focusing on big features like landing page creator and optimizing web forms and things like that, but also taking customer feedback as it's vital. It's, you know, it's invaluable information really that to get from somebody, something that actually makes our service better. And this happens every day. I see emails every day about, yes, this guy is right. Peter, you know, for example, put this on your to-do list. This is going to change. So it's nice to work in an environment like that and be able to see things change based on what our customers need.
I love that. I love the integrating and listening to what your customers are saying and what you want, and that's so important. So
indeed, it is.
Thank you for that. I love that.
We look forward to it. Honestly, it's nice to hear constructive criticism and feedback, because it only helps you. It only makes you better, and it must come from a place where the customer actually wants to use you. You know, and if you could just, you know, improve in this section, you know, we'd be the perfect service. And so, what a great opportunity to have. So.
Right. And have you noticed that as Abby is relaying this, she sounds like a normal person? This doesn't sound canned. This doesn't sound rehearsed. She's just talking like you'd go have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee.
Yes. A real person.
We want to be human. We just had a webinar last week with DJ Waldo about being human. So I think all of us could learn about, you know, being human with our customers and being human just in our marketing, and treat people as humans. So indeed.
You sound really positive, and so it kind of might sound like a commercial, but it really isn't. Deb picked GetResponse. I found out she was doing it and said, I got to be there. GetResponse, we invited them. They didn't know we were doing this, because it does sound so positive, and normally we'd have some drawbacks, but I don't know of any. And so we can't get the drawbacks. But I want to address one FAQ I get all the time. People say, well, I got an email program, I got Gmail, why do I need an email service? And this is the reason you do.
Exactly.
You're not going to send your emails through your regular email because you don't want to spend all your time keeping your domain whitelisted.
Exactly.
You want to use a service that's got high deliverability, like GetResponse, and that's also why Aweber used to be #1, or maybe still is, I don't know, it's hard to say, but they were always high deliverability. That was the most important thing about an email. You don't want to do this, honestly, through your own domain. You don't want to do this through Gmail or somewhere else. You absolutely, definitely want to use an email provider, and if you're going to use one, you might as well use one that's got everything built in.
Right, exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly, a great point. A great another point for email marketing for sure.
Definitely. Abby, I think my producer Michael was talking to you earlier in the setup, and you talked about how we were actually in the business. Like we would have been a competitor for you had we stayed in the business, and
Uh-huh.
I'm fine that we're not still in the bit. But it was in that interim, and yes, I'm dating myself. Back a ways when all of a sudden laws passed and everything could be accused of spam. So even if someone like quadruply like opted in, they could just say, "Oh, I don't remember this," even though you haven't changed your format or anything. It
Right.
could be reported for spam, and it was just a nightmare. And we actually got out just because we couldn't continue. As Gail said, it was white, and we were service. We're not a domain. We were actually had the service,
Right. Okay.
and I designed the interface, the whole thing, and we
Hmm.
actually had our servers, everything, not like hosted somewhere else or anything like that. It was
Right.
actually in
Wow.
house, and still, even though our provider trusted us, they said we can't do anything because anyone can just report it as spam. So we got out of the business, and I'm so glad that GetResponse did not get out of the business, and that you
Me
guys
too.
came on board to
I am
cover
too.
this. So a lot of respect for you.
Yeah, it's tricky waters for sure. I'm glad we have a department dedicated to that. Certainly, the compliance department in charge of all of that, making sure we're whitelisted and that we've got good deliverability with the big email providers. So it's a big job for sure.
And I don't think, until Gail brought that up, I don't think people realize just what a load that is and what GetResponse is covering for you.
Yeah, to be able to get your messages delivered, it's huge, and it gets trickier every day. Email marketing, email providers are getting smarter. Their filters are getting more difficult to get through.
Mhm.
People are, getting more and more emails all the time, so they're more specific about what they let in. So it's an ever-changing game, certainly, and so that's why our department has to constantly be on their toes about, how to ensure we are always compliant with all can spam laws, around the world, and how to ensure that the messages are getting delivered. So it's a big job, and it's one taking very, very seriously with GetResponse, obviously. Your messages need to be delivered. So,
And while you do that, you still have the human face. Thank you,
yes,
Abby,
it
so
wants to
much.
be fun and good, as well. So, there's a lot going on, but it's an exciting platform to work for, certainly.
Thank you so much for joining us and telling
Sure.
us
Thank you
about
for having
GetResponse.
me.
And how
Thank you.
can
Thank
people find you? Or do you want people to find you?
To find me, I think they should just really go to our GetResponse Facebook and Twitter pages. Just
Yes.
GetResponse. I'm around. You'll see me, and I'm on. Leading the webinars every Thursday. You can also find on our GetResponse Learning Center. You can view the webinars we have available. I lead one every Thursday,
Cool.
email marketing success, and you'll also see me on all of the FAQ videos. So I'm
Excellent.
around.
Excellent. And if you guys are listening to this or watching it and there are no show notes at the bottom of the YouTube, then feel free to go to getresponse.com, and I'm sure you'll find all the community pages and all the social profiles. And if you wait just a little bit for post-production, I will have the links built into the video for you.
Nice.
They
All right.
also
Well, thank
have a
you so
great,
much.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, Abby. This was wonderful.
Thanks, Stacy. It was nice to meet you. Nice to have you in your closet.
Right. I
Thanks,
should
guys.
have my office fixed up by next week. I
No,
hope
it was a good story. I liked it.
There you go.
so.
Thanks, Gail. Thanks, Stacy. And thanks so much, Abby. Have a good
Thank
one.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Gail.